Good afternoon. You are listening to The Social View. Don't change that dial. This is the same host. I'm Christina Wagner. We changed up the name. It's no longer the Valley Voices. It's The Social View. And the show is looking at, you guessed it, social media, The Social View. So it's what I view. It's what I'm seeing out there in social media, and I'm sharing what I know. We start every show with sharing about a local gym, Results Health and Fitness. Tammy is the owner, operator of the gym. She calls in and she shares her knowledge and her expertise. Tammy, thank you for calling in on our Fit Tip line.
Well, thank you for having me. I love coming in.
I love having you in. I want to talk a little bit about commitments. I am absolutely committed to two things. Throwing myself out there into the dating world. I recently had an experience where I lost a really good friend of mine who in her prime, and I realized how short life is. And I realized that I'm not getting any younger, and I need to throw myself out there. But my other commitment is to the gym. So Thursday night, I had boot camp to go to. I also had a date that I was supposed to go on. And so I had this struggle. How do I do these two things? And guess what won over?
Right on. Well, you were here, so we won.
Exactly. And fortunately for him, the person that I was going on the date with was flexible enough that we could meet up after the gym. So I got to do both. But, I have to say, it made me really think about our commitments. So for our listeners that are looking at their body and saying, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, what would you say to them?
I would say that you are what you do every day. If you exercise and eat right, you feel it, and it shows in the ability for your brain to have clear thoughts and positive energy. And what's more important is it gives you an empowering effect. Everything about exercise is good, and although there's no magic formulas, that if you do this much cardio and this much weight training and this much stretching and this much interval training, and there's not a magic formula. All of it will be beneficial to you. So get out there and get moving, and you will love it. And why didn't you bring your date with you?
Are you kidding me?
What a better place to see. He'd be under such great pressure. You get to see the real him.
I don't think I want anyone to see the real me.
You are great.
I am very competitive.
I know, but he's got to know that right off the bat.
Well, it's funny. You know this, and our listeners. Oh, yes, you know how competitive I am. My face lights up when we do jump rope, and they tell you count how many times your feet hit the ground. Because I'm looking around the room, going, I am gonna smoke all of you.
I'm going to post that next time you do it, so they get the real you.
Well, the other thing that I found interesting about Thursday night was how well you push yourself. And I brought someone to the gym. I brought my brother, and we were doing suicides. And don't be okay. I have someone in the studio that just looked at me like, suicides? This sounds like a bad thing. It's running from one cone to the next cone, and then back to the first cone, and then to the last cone. But my brother and I were being very competitive, and we were kind of, going at this healthy pace against ourselves. And DJ is the one who's doing the class, and he's, go, go, go. And on the last one, he was like, give it all you've got. Well, my brother smoked me.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, and I looked at him like, what are you doing? Well, when we were done with it, he collapsed to the ground. Not collapsed,
but he was laying on the ground.
Yes, he was. So on the drive home, we were talking about how you push yourself. And the thing that I reminded him of, and I really want you to talk about this, trainers will say, come on, push yourself, but I think you have to know how far you can push yourself.
Absolutely. This is a lifelong endeavor. So when post-athletes come in and they haven't worked out, or they are complaining about injuries that they had when they were in high school and now they're in their 50s, it's a slow process. The goal is that you can walk tomorrow. So the intensity for cardiovascular activity, that's a simple formula. You want to work at between 60 and 80% of your maximum. And that's simple. You subtract your age from 220, and then to take your heart rate, you can just count how many beats you feel right in your carotid artery, right across from the Adam's apple on your neck, and count for 10 seconds, and then multiply that number by 6. And that will give you how many beats you're working at. However, the other part is he's doing anaerobic activity when you guys were sprinting, so that's just going to push him right over the edge, and he needs to realize, could he move on Friday?
Yes, he could move on Friday. Yes.
Oh, wow.
And actually, after he sat down for a few minutes, he started to come back to do the boot camp class.
Uh-huh.
And I said, you know what, Jason, why don't you just go over on the treadmill? And so for the remainder, he did that. He went on the treadmill.
That's good.
So
That's really good. So he just did steady state activity. But a big part of working out is mental. So once you get engaged in that, and if you were trained as an athlete or you did any sort of structured activity, the brain goes right back to that, and reeling people back in is another part. But in that boot camp class, you guys just go crazy.
I know, and it's great. It really, I love, DJ is, for those of you listening, this gym is family owned, operated, they're locally owned, and the whole family really pitches in and plays a part. And I love the energy that takes place there. And DJ has this boot camp so well organized that it is just go, 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 go. Every time I walk out of there, I feel like I had such an amazing workout, even though I'm complaining the whole time. But he's great. He really is.
Did you try his new diet?
No. Tell me about it.
He was doing, with his 10-pound meltdown, he followed a higher protein. And it's not a lifelong diet. It really is a quick start. So it's higher in proteins. I should have him post it on our Facebook so everybody could see it. And then that's why he was playing with those intervals. He wants to utilize the visceral body fat. And he had people that had, in 5 days, came into weigh-in and lost between 5 and 7 pounds.
That's fantastic. Okay, so you're going to post that on the Results Health and Fitness page.
Yeah.
For everyone listening, I really want you to go and check out this gym. Check them out online, resultshealthandfitness.com, and Workout Wednesdays. Tell them quickly about that.
We open for classes at 5:30 in the morning, so from 5:30 in the morning till 9 at night. The entire community is welcome to come in and enjoy any of the classes. They can use the weights if they know how to do a weight training program, but the best thing to do is, if they don't, all of the classes are structured, so they'll come in and get a great workout, and we'll teach all different levels, and we just love, and we had 2 people calling from your show that are coming on Wednesday, so thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. You know, and I tell people, I love marketing. I love looking at the way that businesses do things from a marketing standpoint. This is brilliant marketing, but that's not why she's doing it. Tammy is like ridiculously insane, fanatical about getting people healthy. It's what she lives, eats, breathes. I mean, she is just, what are you, 5'0" And
I'm 5'2.5".
Oh, sorry. 5'2.5", and just so much energy and so much personality. And when you walk in the door, she is go, go, go. And when you're walking out the door, the first thing she's asking you is, when are you going to be back? Because she wants to see you. She wants to help you get fit, healthy. She helped me lose 50 pounds, and she can do it for you. Tammy, I will see you Tuesday night at boot camp.
Thank you very much. I look forward to it.
All right. So our next segment, when we come back from the break, we're going to be learning more about Christmas in July. We're also going to be talking about social media. I want to share with you some of the things that I'm seeing out there in social media, the 3 biggest mistakes that I have observed, and I'm going to share with you my opinion. And understand, these are my opinions. This is what I've viewed out there. I'm the marketing director for a local company. I've helped businesses grow their social media engagement, and I watch people all day long. I guess I'm a social stalker. All right, we'll be back after the break with more of the Social Views with Christina Wagner.